Welcome to the anniversary of the My Blog Guest Hangout. So this is pretty special. This is our 13th, and we hit our 1-year birthday or anniversary, however you want to celebrate it. So you'll have to visualize all the balloons in the background and the confetti and party time.
We try to explain to the publishers how to use our platform during the 4 Twitter chats that we had. So during this month we had 4 Twitter chats, and we were testing our neighboring platform, which is Twitter chat client, and we are moving along with it pretty well. As for my bloggist, we had a few tests with usability and trying to move the new features to the homepage, testing those things. And the most important one was that we really wanted to explain to our publishers how to use the My Bloggers platform properly, how to make those contributors come back, how to build connections with them, and how to really make the most, how to build community around the blog using My Bloggers. I guess that was the hugest point we tried to focus on during this month, to show that we don't just go grab free content and leave. We should use My Bloggers to build relationships and to get help from those contributors who will help you with promoting your blog and growing it. It's like building a team. It's really worth trying to aim higher and not just get something for free links or free content and leave, but long-lasting relationships matter much more. And I'm hoping that more and more My Bloggers members will grow up and start targeting the right objectives that we have. It's the education, and unfortunately our industry is not really that ready.
We're trying the new mastermind approach. I think that's working well. Getting some great information. You know, the only regret I have is that more people aren't participating. I don't know how many people are listening and getting the information, but there's some valuable stuff that goes on there. So anyone that's not getting it is missing it.
You know what helped is when you actually I should admit this, when you sent me an email like, are you coming back to respond? That was very helpful, Don, but I know you can't just go through and email thousands of people. Are you going to come and respond?
Well, actually I do. I have, I try and follow people and especially our My Blog Guest members, and I'll let them know, and get the word out. It's one of those things, Deb, there's so many places one can go and participate, and time is time. It's hard to find time. But again, I'm not sure, and I wish I had a feel for how many people are actually reading, visiting, versus how many people take the time to comment, because I know there are more people that see what's going on than there are that actually comment or get involved in the conversation. But it's just that there's valuable stuff, it's valuable information. And that whole mastermind idea, I wasn't sure about using that word, because it's almost a loaded word, or it's one that's really ambiguous. It can be understood in a number of different ways. And what Hill said about it, thanks Gerald, what Hill said about it, and here's a quote from Think and Grow Rich. Hill said, "The mastermind is a coordination of knowledge and effort, and a spirit of harmony between 2 or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose." It's a coordination of knowledge and effort, spirit of harmony between 2 or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. So for the community, I have a definite purpose in mind for the community. And I'm hoping that other people can come together and have a definite purpose. And that simply is this: to learn more about how to do an excellent job at guest blogging. And that's what Ann just got through saying about, about what we're trying to do is get people educated on how to get the most bang. MBG it's such a powerful set of tools and a powerful platform. But you're right. I found out from working with my blog guest how valuable it could be, and as a writer, how it freed up my time to concentrate on writing. And then as a publisher, how it can bring in great content and save time. And there's that.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you all also. Well, I'm happy to be with you today for a number of reasons. Well, first of all, it's our anniversary hangout. We just realized it yesterday.
Right.
And it's amazing how the time flies and how many features we invented during the last year.
And I just wanted to say that I'm really happy with getting email alerts from my blog guest. Whenever something comes in that's a new topic, it says in the subject line, new topic, and that's really helpful to me. And that's a good point. But I just wanted to know if there's any sort of technical advantage for an author to submit something to the gallery.
Question one, as a writer, getting your articles up in the gallery, whether the general gallery or the elite gallery, there's a big advantage because, for me as a writer, I get an article in there and it's going to work for me. There's people viewing those galleries looking for articles, and if mine's there, it'll get seen, and I can start collecting offers on it. And I don't know how to put that except that the reality is there's great articles available and they're free. My blog guest does so much of the work for writers and publishers that is just it's a marvelous thing. If you're not using it, I don't know why. That's my spiel on it.
Well, don't mention that the articles are free. They are not necessarily free. There is some work that have to be done after them. There is nothing free in life.
Nothing free in life. I agree absolutely. I think the thing is, publishers are never expected to pay for an article. As a publisher, here's a tip for writers as well. Always think like a publisher, and when you're putting your articles together, try and do as much work as you can for that publisher. Make sure you're using your HT/H3 markup for your subheads. Make sure that you've gone through your code and cleaned it up. Go ahead and embed your photos. It'd be great to pull down an article that's ready to go. That's not true as a publisher. You still have to pull it down and set it up some. And of course, I'm not sure, Michael, exactly what you mean, but on the writer's end, I can tell you for certain there's no such thing as a free article because it takes a lot of sweat, blood, work, research. It takes an incredible amount of effort to put together a decent article.
Okay, that's a newly added feature. So these these links to Google Plus profiles show the real person behind this article.
But is it done by a human or by some software that does that?
It's done by me.
And she's definitely human.
I'm human, I promise.
Okay, so what are the criteria to verify an author? Just having a Google Plus profile, the Google Plus profile can be blank, can be empty. So what are the criteria to verify an author?
We follow exactly Google verification process. We haven't invented it. We don't change it because we don't have the reason to change what Google is teaching us to do. So what we do is we make sure that there is a full name for the author, and the author links to the personal Google Plus profile. Google Pages don't work there. And there is a photo, the headshot of that person, both for the Google Plus and for the G avatar. That's the email that makes sure there is a folder next to the article when the contributor account is created. The rest of the verification is up to the publisher, because now they suddenly have additional information. And if they don't think that the author looks natural, and if the publisher doesn't think that there is the Google Plus profile is too bland or something like that, then they can pass on it. So we don't have that responsibility to make to judge if the author is real or not. We give enough information to the publisher to make those decisions on their own. So we make sure there is the process, it's the correct one, it's what Google wants us to do. So we follow those steps. And of course, there is always a word from the blog owner who can always check the Google Plus account. Now you will see those links right in the article. Even before making an offer, you can just click to the link, to the Google Plus link, and see what that person does, how complete the Google Plus profile is, and stuff like that. So of course there is always levels of quality control that should be done by the publisher. We don't. Is that you can actually add to friends all of your favorite authors, and you will be notified every time they publish any article to the gallery, and so you can go and make more offers for your favorite authors, and this way you will invite them back. All publishers need to understand that their blog is not the only one on the internet. So unless you invite people back, they might forget about you, and they might just the thought to contribute again could never cross their minds. Yes, that's exactly. I used to be the editor-in-chief for Search Engine Journal, and we had like 5 contributors, 3 guest contributors a week, and we had most of them were returning, so they were willing to contribute monthly. But it never happened unless I emailed each and every of them. So what I did was I had an Excel of all those authors, and every single week I had a special day for that. I just went through those lists and emailed everyone personally, invited them, gave some tips on what they could write about. Don't expect them to remember about you. Keep inviting.
So it sounds like your experience as managing editor of Search Engine Journal is kind of the basis of where you were able to create your wish list, and then out of that develop the My Blog Guest platform.
Yes, most of the features of My Blog is, they say that the best product is the one you use yourself.
I mean, we added a Google Plus button in the dashboard. Unfortunately, that doesn't. There's still issues with the Google Plus API, so it's not something that will earn credits. But there's such a demand for Google Plus, and so we decided to just go ahead and add that for now. So
there is one thing that we've added as well. Now you are credited back. Remember, if your project is spans like 10 credits, I guess, it gets 1 credit back for that one. And then so essentially what we've done is that now if your project is very well shared, you will earn some of the credits back. Because
the majority of our updates are based on user feedback.
Update. And before we go, we got to say happy birthday to the My Blog Guest Hangout. And we are so thrilled to be here, and let's go for another year of the My Blog Guest Hangout, and thank you so much, all of you, for joining us for the August 2013 My Blog Guest Hangout.
Thank you.